And the winner is Episode 1. Part 1. It all seemed like such a good idea at the time. What the hell, how do they know? I had thought. You see, about a month or so ago I decided to enter a competition, which entailed answering a series of simple questions and then writing in less than 50 words why I wanted to win. I entered several times under different names, of course. The problem I now had was that I have just found out that I have won. Well, not me, Lance, a girl called Louise has. You see, some of the entries I submitted were under girls' names. It seemed reasonable idea at the time. Maybe the judges would be biased or sexist, who knows? Either that or it didn't seem to matter because I never really expected to win, did I? My name is Lance Buckley. I am 22 years old and live with my girlfriend Katie, who is 2 years older than I am. Katie's family is quite wealthy, and as she is the only daughter they indulge her very much. Which is why we both lead a life of relative luxury and share a small but select riverside apartment in London. Katie and I had known each other since we were both 17, and we had been living together for about a year. During that time we had built up a strong and trusting relationship, but I knew that she had had several lovers other than me, and that a couple of them had been during the time we had lived together. I accepted it because I realized that she had a much higher sex drive than I had, and that I could sometimes not always satisfy her. But I knew that our love ran deep, and provided she was careful I could accept it, and not feel jealous. Part 2. It was Katie who opened the letter addressed to Miss Louise Buckley and asked, "Just who the hell is Louise Buckley?" "I don't know," I answered, feeling refreshed as I climbed nude out of the shower. "Why?" I added. "Well, according to this letter, she lives here and has won competition." Suddenly the penny dropped and I asked excitedly, let me see." Katie handed me the letter and I quickly read through it. "Dear Miss Buckley, we are pleased to advise that you and your guest have won joint top prize in our Monaco Grand Prix competition. Instructions and tickets for Louise Buckley and Katie Morgan will be sent to you by recorded delivery. Congratulations once again." "My God, I actually won," I said eagerly. "No," Katie replied, "Louise Buckley has won, and who the hell is she?" she asked again, this time with slight annoyance in her voice. That's when I suddenly felt deflated. I had a problem. I, Lance, hadn't won anything a fictitious girl called Louise had. So as I continued to dry myself, I began to explain to Katie the situation. "And so damn it, I haven't actually won anything," I finished up saying. "Why not? This letter says you have," Katie answered, confused. So I explained, "The letter is addressed to Louise Buckley, and she doesn't exist, only Lance Buckley exists, and I cannot claim the prize as Lance, otherwise they will know that I cheated by entering more than once." "Oh, I see, how dumb of me, sorry love," she said sympathetically as she hugged my puny body. Part 3. It was later that Katie called me through bedroom. I had been sulking all morning and assumed that she was going to tell me to get over it. "I've been thinking," she said, but I interrupted her. "I'm sorry, you're right, I'll just forget about it and try to imagine it never happened." "What?" "No, that's not what I was going to say at all. What I was going to say was, I have had an idea as to how you can still go to the Grand Prix, that is if you really want to go badly enough. Of course I want to go, those tickets are like gold dust, but I don't understand, how can I go?" I answered, somewhat puzzled. "Well, don't bite my head off at this suggestion, but why don't we try and turn you into Louise for a little while, and then you can claim the prize as her?" "Don't be absurd," I immediately answered. "How in the hell am I going to pass for a girl? To be honest, Lance, I think it will be quite easy. Look at yourself, you're not exactly a Mr. Macho Man now, are you?" She was right. I had always been quite slight and had very little body hair, and my fashionable ponytail did, I suppose, make me appear slightly effeminate. Katie then added, "I think with a bit of makeup you could look quite pretty as a girl actually." I couldn't believe she was actually serious. "You are joking, of course?" I asked. "No, I'm not. But this is up to you. It depends on just how desperate you are to claim this competition prize. I sat on the bed stunned into silence. For several minutes I thought about it. It sounded bizarre. How could I dress as a girl? How could I even pass as looking like a girl? What would people say if they found out? But I really wanted this opportunity to meet one of the most talented artists this country had ever produced. I could learn so much from him. Finally I answered, "Do you really think I could pull this off?" "I honestly don't know, but we are not going to find out until we try." It may also take some time to prepare because you not only have to look like a Louise but you will have to walk, talk and behave like a Louise too. "And what about you?" I queried. "What do you think about your boyfriend here dressing up like a girl? It's a bit odd to say the least, isn't it?" She had obviously thought this through, for she took no time to answer. "Look, I love you for who you are, not what you look like. You do not have to prove anything to me. If this is something that you think you want to do, then so be it. And besides, being totally honest with you, I would quite like to see you looking like a girl. I really think you would look cute, and having a girlfriend for a while could be quite exciting, even a turn on. So what do you say?" That was it. She had convinced me. I suppose it could do no harm. If she was game, then I guess I was too. "Okay, let's try it, but if you think I look stupid or anything, please tell me." "Of course I will," she reassured me.